Um, that was clarification.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Check. Hello.
From automatic. Apa sa central? Okay mo na eh. Ah,
Hello, hello, mic test. Good morning, everyone. This pre-bid conference is being conducted to discuss the content of the documents for the technical and financial proposals, as well as the program of works in accordance with the specified items of works for project contract ID 25GE0094, repair/rehabilitation of classroom, Danlugan Elementary School, Pagadian City. Uh, Approved budget for the contract is 18 million. Date April 14, 2026, time 10 a.m. So this is a rebid, no? Rebid. Uh, so uh, Agenda of the pre-bid conference, brief presentation explanation by the back of the following. Basic contract data, including the contract description, ABC, and duration, to be discussed by the planning and design section with engineer Edith Swarin.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. For this project, 25J0094, project name is Repair, Rehabilitation of Classrooms. Location is Danlugan Elementary School, Pagadian City, with the contract duration, calendar dates, 160, with number of Sundays is also specified, 10 days, and rainy days, the predetermined unworkable days during rainy days is 10 also. And we have scope of works. Ako na lang ni siyang i-breakdown into, because this project is composed of 18 classrooms but different buildings, which is composed of 6 buildings with different scope. And then ang building 1 na to anya ko lang specify this is a total replacement kay kanang guba na gid kayo ning building 1. So i-demolish siya and then himuan siya og balik. But to note this project also, ang ilahang eskwelahan is dili standard ang sizes. And then special case pagyud ni siya is because ang ilahang structure is from column and trusses kuan siya kana naka-hinge, karaan na siya nga design dayon lig-on kayo ang steel. So ang gi-propose ani sa DepEd ipabilin ang ilahang structure, ilisan lang ang mga atop o some portions nga katong mga dugmok na gyud nga like the kisame o ang mga wallings. So for building 1 total replacement siya, but the building 2 to building 5 partial lang. So amo maning gi-breakdown sa so naa ang scope ani niya which involves the masonry works for walls, then i-repair ang window and doors. Ilisan gyud siya to into a standard sizes for doors and windows, as well as ang iyahang specification nga from wooden windows i-convert into jalousie glass windows. Then we have also window grills because this is standard also for DepEd. And then ang yang ceiling tanan kay dilapidated naman, so we have to replace all of them, as well as the electrical. Ang mga existing tanan ilisan na to og bag-o. And then ang roofing as well as the purlins pero except lang gyud sa atong trusses. Then kining naa pa gyud siya gipahabol nga isa ka principal separate building pod ni siya is a principal office. Repair na lang ni siya sa atop. So ilisan ang ceiling. So gamay na kay ni siya og scope which is also naka-breakdown pod ni siya. So dili ra kayo lisod nga i-identify ang mga kuan kay na-identify na namo daan. Since this project is already discussed before, so ang mga overview lang is more on clarification if there are some napadyoy dili nyo na masabtan naaraman mi dinhi pwede ra na ninyo personally nga ma-verify also. But then it's already reflected in the plans. So more mga minimal na siguro nga verification pwede naman pud ni nato kuan after na og na siya sa pre-construction. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Swarin. Requirements of bidding documents, including instructions to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bills of quantities, and forms to be discussed by Engineer Richard Pilapil.
So good morning, everyone. So to participate and qualify in our procurement activity for this project, interested bidders are encouraged to read the following documents. So the instruction to bidders, the bid data sheet, general conditions of the contract, special conditions of the contract, bill of quantities, drawings and specifications, and securities and other forms as may be required for the contract. So bidders are strongly advised to reach its provisions, especially the instruction to bidders and general conditions of the contract, whose special instructions are clearly spelled out in the bid data sheet and special condition of the contract respectively. So bidders are also encouraged to check the bill of quantities so that your bid will be responsive to the requirements set forth in the bidding documents. So these documents can be downloaded free of charge from our DPWH websites and PhilJeps. So before tayo proceed sa next agenda, I would just like to inform all interested bidders in advance sa duha ka memoranda nga gi-issue sa our honorable secretary. So memorandum dated November 19, 2025, with the subject directive to require submission of general information sheet reflecting beneficial ownership information and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership as part of the bidding documents. So there is a memorandum. All interested bidders are mandatorily required to submit the number one, the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Security and Exchange Commission for Corporations. And the second is the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership following the template. So, however, sa kuan sa naay memorandum nga gi-issue si our honorable secretary with the subject clarification on the implementation of beneficial ownership information disclosure requirements. So during this is dated this was dated February 24, 2026. So diri it states that considering that the current omnibus sworn statement already incorporates sworn declaration relating to beneficial ownership disclosure, and in order to streamline documentary requirements and avoid duplication of sworn submission, so the separate submission of the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership shall no longer be required. So sa karon nga i-discuss uh, sa list of documents to be submitted, gi kaning sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership dili na siya required as the as one of the project requirements. Thank you.
Good morning once again. Documents to be submitted by the bidders, technical component of the bid, bidders checklist requirements for its bid, including technical and financial proposals. The first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents, PhilGIP certificate of registration, platinum membership in accordance with the Section 20 of the IRR, pickup license and registration in case of joint venture, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity of the contract to be bid. Statement of bidders SLCC in accordance with the ITB Clause 5.5. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of financial acceptance. Final acceptance include issued by the project owner other than the contractors, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPAS, or a similar performance and monitoring system in case of contracts with the private sector, and equivalent documents shall be submitted. NFCC computation in accordance with the ITB clause 5.6. Joint venture agreement, if applicable, bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with the ITB clause 16 and validity period under ITB clause 15. Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed for the procurement project to be bid, list of contractors personnel, project manager, project engineers, materials engineer, and foreman to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. These personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the BDS. Lists of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by the proof of ownership or certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract set in the BDS and omnibus. Wala na yung omnibus na eh. Ah, omnibus sworn statement in accordance with the section 54.3 of the IRR. Latest general information sheet JS reflecting the beneficial ownership information BOI duly received by the Security and Exchange Commission SEC for the corporation. Disclose of relations and beneficial ownership section 81.1 and section 82 IRR of RA number 12009. Contractor performance evaluation system CPS rating as per DEO 171 series of 2025 or an owner certificate of final acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. For financial proposal, shall contain the following: duly signed bid form, duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly initial detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. Duly initial quarterly, monthly cash flow and payment schedule. So for uh, Agenda D, criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award to be discussed by the TWG. Engineer Elita Castolo. Ma'am.
Good morning to everyone. After the bidding has been conducted, then it will be followed by the bid evaluation to the winning bidders to its eligibility requirements. It will be evaluated using the competitive bidding and also the user will be evaluated. The bid documents will be evaluated to its technical documents and financial documents. For technical documents, especially the technical personnel should be accredited project engineers, accredited materials engineer, and a safety officer with their health personnel as required. Together with the authorized managing officer, the project manager, geodetic engineer, or the electrical engineer for building projects and 4 months as pleads. Then the post qualification will be conducted to the winning bidders after the bid evaluation. It is the verification of the construction equipments and as they recommitted and documents as required.
Thank you, Engineer Elineta Castolo. Uh, Questions, comments, and from bidders and replies of back and other representatives of the procuring entity in the online, Sir Dodong, ay online. Other matters sa natin three strike policy, no? Uh, so so this is standardized format is based on the provision of the new Government Procurement Act and RA 99 and aligned with the updated Philippine and in bidding documents in infrastructure projects. Does anyone have comment? Wala na, no? So additional from inputs from the back, wala na. Additional inputs. So wala na. Let's adjourn. Thank you. And once again, good morning.